Hey, what's going on, friends out there in barbecue world? Thought we'd throw a simple, quick, but very tasty and often overlooked cook at you real fast, and that is barbecue shrimp. Shrimp, or prawns as they call in some of the southern areas, are one of the underappreciated seafoods that can be cooked on one of these babies. And man, if you do it right, it is unbelievable. Excellent. So I'm gonna get right into it here so you don't have to waste any time jibber jabbering. Yes, sir. What I've done is I bought the 16 to 20 size shrimp. That's 16 to 20 shrimp per pound. They're a little bit on the jumbo side, which is nice. Shrimp always shrink when you heat them up, right? If you look at this closely, you can see that the shell is still on, but they've been deveined. Yes! So if you buy these right off the boat, you can take a pair of scissors and just snip the head off, take a knife or a pair of scissors and cut down the vein and just clean that out with your finger and some running water. Yummy. But the easy peel shrimp are pretty much the fastest, easiest go-to. So how do you de-skin these babies? You basically pinch the tail, just like that, and then you peel with a pinching motion the skeleton right off, just like that. You can see how easy that is, right? Very, very easy to do. This little guy I put in a pile, and we put those in the garden for later on. They're great fertilizer. Once I've deveined and cleaned up and deskeletized all of the shrimp, you'll end up with a pie tin for a 1 pound serving. We've got a pie tin of them. And what I did was I put ice water in here just to keep them from spoiling, because again, they're not cooked and they're crustaceans, so they'll go bad pretty quick. Once we have all these set up like that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a stick, a bamboo skewer. You can soak these in water first if you want. On a big green egg, I really haven't seen that big of a difference. And we're actually just going to skewer these. Now, if you put them down the center like this, the tendency is that they'll shrivel up and die pretty fast. What I like to do is hook them through just like that. That way they can't really shrink up on their own, but they're spread out nicely. Let me just load up a skewer for you. Like a glove. As you can see, I've got 5 shrimp on here. This is a nice serving size. They're pretty much evenly spaced out, and again, I'm skewering them down the middle so they don't shrink up on me by accident. Once I get all the skewers done, we're gonna put them on the egg. I've got my egg set up for direct cooking, and I'm pushing 300 degrees. That's kind of like the happy medium between low and slow and super hot and fast. Shrimp cook really quickly, and if you overcook them, they turn into little rubber bands. So we don't want to do that. We only want to cook these until they get slightly pink, but we got to season them first. Time to season up, boys and girls. I'm going to use some of this Code 3 Spices Sea Dog rub. This stuff is really good. It's got a Cajun kick to it. Yeah. And that is just such an awesome pairing with shrimp. We got the egg at about 325 right now, which is perfect. Got some good smoke coming off it. And I've got a cast iron grate on here. I've got the flat part of the grate down so we can get some nice char on those. And you basically just set them right on the griddle. Hot supper! Just like that. Then I take my seasoning, and you gotta work quick because seafood obviously cooks itself very quickly. I'm leaving one bland because my wife, I don't know what's wrong with her. No! There we go. We're gonna close her up. We're gonna let it cook for maybe 3 or 4 minutes, that's it. And then we're gonna very carefully flip these over with my spatula, because if you try to just pull that up off the grill, you'll destroy the shrimp. All right, now we're gonna check those shrimp. It's been like 3 minutes. Again, this is a rapid cook. Shrimp don't take a long time to cook. Oh yeah, I can already see the edges are a little pink, and I'm gonna take my spatula again and just kind of scrape it up as I go. Then I'm gonna flip it over quick. See how they're already starting to get pink? They're already cooking good. Got some good smoke in here, Bob. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Wicked good.
Okay, we take this opportunity to hit it again with a little bit more spice. And at this point, we're gonna hit it with a little secret weapon I got. This is pure Maine maple syrup, and we're just gonna drizzle some on top of this. And remember, you don't wanna put this on right away at the beginning because it'll just vaporize. Close that down, bub. Close her down. We're gonna give it another 3-4 minutes and should be good to go. All right, it's been about 3 minutes on the other side. Again, shrimp, very fast cookers. Let's check them out. These are looking mighty fine. We take the maple syrup again, and we just glaze them. And this time you can brush them because the spice is already in it. We'll let that caramelize just for a second, and these babies are gonna be good to go. You know, interesting side fact, Cajun comes from Acadia, Maine, up here. The original Cajuns come from Acadia and they migrated down to Louisiana. So Cajun cooking is actually, you see some pockets up in northern Maine, and it's kind of funny because you're so far north, but it actually does come from the south. Ah. Hey, let's pull these off and see what they're looking like, bub. Oh my. I'm thinking these look like the appetizers from heaven. Once they've cooled down a bit, you can take a little nibby. Perfectly done. As you can see, perfectly cooked. Got that great pull like a normal piece of shrimp should have. The Cajun heat's there, but the maple syrup really balances it out. Too bad my son's not here to enjoy this. Of course he is. All I gotta do is say there's food. You kissed it before you ate it? Unbelievable.
That is so good.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed.
Take it for later.
I hope you enjoyed this video, and please comment, like, subscribe. Be safe out there, and it don't matter what you're cooking, as long as you're cooking. Till next time.